bongos, tambourine, triangle, cowbell, maracas. The list goes on and on. There are dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of percussion instruments in the world. Hi, you're watching and listening to the 2020 edition of the Strike, Scrape, and Shake Show with me, Mark Shelton. And I'm going to be sharing with you the sounds of a whole bunch of percussion instruments from my collection. Percussion. Percussion instruments make their sounds three ways: by striking, scraping, shaking. Striking, scraping, shaking. Striking, scraping, shaking. Right over here, I have some instruments. Here's an instrument I strike to make the sound. Some shaking. And some scraping. But some percussion instruments can make their sounds two, even all three of those ways. I've got a good one for that right here. This is the cabasa. The cabasa. And with the cabasa, I can strike it, shake it, and scrape it. I've got a whole bunch of percussion instruments to share with you, so let's get going. When you talk about instruments that produce their sounds by striking, a lot of folks think about drums. I've got this drum, the bowron or the boron. The bowron, that's spelled B-O-D-H-R-A-N. Most drums have two very important parts: the head and the shell. On the bowron, this is the head, shell. Head, shell. And in a moment, you'll hear me playing the bowron with this special stick called a tipper. Listen very closely and watch very closely. There will be moments when I use both ends of the stick. Check it out, some bowron. hammered dulcimer. The hammered dulcimer, another percussion instrument that makes its sound by striking. And the hammered dulcimer is also sort of a brother, sister, cousin to another percussion instrument, the piano. If you look inside the piano, you're going to find a whole bunch of strings. Strings for the piano, strings for the hammered dulcimer. Also, if you look inside the piano, you're going to find that row of things that strike the strings. Those are called hammers. Hammers for the piano, hammers for the hammered dulcimer. The hammered dulcimer and the piano make their sounds the same way. A hammer striking a string. Hey, give a listen to a piece of music that I wrote for the hammered dulcimer. This is Mountain Whirl. Earlier, I showed you the bowron and told you about the head and the shell. This is a snare drum. Check it out. Head, shell. Look at this. The snare drum has another head. Okay, it's clear. And stretched across the bottom head, snares. When I strike the top head, the head vibrates, the air inside the shell moves around, causes the bottom head to vibrate, and the snares to vibrate. All that together gives the snare drum its special sound. Coming at you right now with some solo snare drum music. The hung. Yeah, this percussion instrument has only been around for about 20 years. The hung kind of looks like a flying saucer. Over in Switzerland, where the hung was built, that word, hung, means hand. And I'm playing the hung with my hands. The hung has two playing areas. I can play on this side, but also this side. Look at these dents. Here in a moment, you'll hear me playing some music on the hung, and I'll be striking these dents. Here we go. A little music coming at you on the hung.
again.
For thousands of years, people have been finding objects around them to turn into percussion. Imagine someone picking up a couple of sticks in the forest, striking those against each other. Or how about a couple of dried leaves scraped against each other? Or shaking some pebbles in your cupped hands? I have an instrument that got started just that way, from someone finding something around them and turning it into a percussion instrument. The bones. The bones got started as an instrument with folks using animal bones. Yeah, the bones I have with me right now are made out of wood, but they're shaped a lot like an animal rib bone. And I get the bones between my fingers like this. Here we go. The marimba. M-A-R-I-M-B-A. The marimba. Check it out. The marimba has 2 rows of wooden bars, although nowadays the bars are sometimes made from a synthetic material. Traditionally, marimba bars are made of wood. The marimba also has these pipes called resonators. And the resonators amplify, make louder the sound of the bars, and also the resonators work to give the marimba its beautiful, mellow, stupendous sound. I really like the sound of the marimba. Hey, I play the marimba with these sticks called mallets. Bunch of mallets right there. Get ready, here comes some marimba music. It's been a blast sharing music with you in the 2020 Summer Reading Strike, Scrape, and Shake Show, along with playing music on the bowron, marimba, dulcimer, hung, bones, and more. I've also passed along a little information about the striking, scraping, and shaking family of percussion. You can find out more about me at my website, marksheltonmusic.com. Right now, I'm going to close things out with just a little more snare drum. Here's a little thing I call the Shelton shock. Here's some body percussion coming at you. The first part is stomp, leg, leg, tummy, clap. 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 The next part is stomp, tummy, clap. Stomp, tummy, clap. Stomp, tummy, clap. Stomp, tummy, clap. Put it together. Stomp, leg, leg, tummy, clap. Stomp, tummy, clap. Stomp, leg, leg, tummy, clap. Stomp, tummy, clap. Speed that up. Get that going.